Ooh, plans. What's this?
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it
Oops, wrong button.
must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, while I've got you, what's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
There's a bunch of events here in Menancia
Kisara,
now.
what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Nice, this guy. Heal this guy. Oh shit, come on, stupid whore.
Go no further! You're mine!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too, especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make, too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec, are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing. Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
Good. This came... Shion, could we talk a moment?
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
What is it?
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together. What did you think I meant?
Huh? Dinner? Oh, dinner, yes. Yes, of course. Dinner. Right.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
This is... Wait, is this?
So you remember? That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
You still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah. So much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done, when Dana is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper fireplace, instead of an open campfire.
And real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen. That'd be nice too.
And when it's time to fix dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
Side by side, huh?
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Let's try to beat that boss again. Last time we died against this boss. This time we're higher level and a lot more equipment, so we should be good. It's on level 65.
Something feels different.
Stay sharp. It looks like we've got trouble.
Yeah, we can tell. I shall ensure you survive this.
We've got orbs incoming.
It must have summoned them.
The last thing we need's a crowd. Let's dispatch them quickly.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Eagle Ray!
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your odds cannot fix. Your style is beautiful to observe.
You just watching or what?
No, I'm still in this.
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Rinwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver. As impressive as always.
Ah, here I hope that wasn't true.
Alright, this time we're gonna
I mean, you're
beat that
even
big
better
guy
than
crap
ever.
though.
I've never seen Shion actually look closer.
Our attacks just bounce off.
We may have to wait for now.
Get away!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done! Gemini Aqua!
I can carve through armor!
I'm not
Raising you apart!
Radiant
I'm ready!
I'm out of ammo! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here comes something bigger.
New plan. Let's destroy this thing first.
By the blah 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 magic! Freeze Lancer! Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Ready and ready! Reflect on thy
Searing
fate!
flame!
Face my
Here I come!
Flame! Starboard! Magic
You
is
picked the
in!
wrong fight. You're mine.
Our art's being interrupted.
Radiant pierce!
I can carve through armor!
Out of ammo! Lightning! Raging
I'm not
cascade!
done.
Flame! Magic is in!
You're mine.
Begin!
Here I come. Blast the shock.
Fresh! Magic is in!
Can't get out of this!
I'm all
Here I
stocked up!
come.
Freeze Lancer! Air thrust! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
I'm in your debt.
Take this.
Holy Lance!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Spirits within the soil. Awaken and reclaim it!
Lightning
Try harder.
cascade! Got it! Now let's dance!
Rending you apart!
Healing circle!
Now you see what I can do! Bloody howling!
I owe you one. Come on. I'm not done.
Resonate with the earth!
Blast the shock.
Spirits within the soil. Awaken and reclaim it!
Take this.
Breath of
I'm
life!
not done.
Heal my weary companion!
You're mine.
This one's mine!
Fluid shit. It's over.
Another incantation ruined.
Now it's my turn! Instant! I'll heal you all!
You're mine.
Dragon Form! Dance in the wind! Shine! Air thrust! Celestial energy!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Who made 1,000
You're
gales
mine.
carry the spread!
Dragon Swarm.
Shadow? Seriously? More orbs?
These things are starting to tick me off.
You're mine. Destruction.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Lunar Corruptor Field! Raging cascade! Let the marksman hit! The flames will roar! Let me show you
Not
what my
today.
heart can do! Rise and
You're
shine!
mine. Trust. You may be strong.
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. No, I'll try to be more careful.
Instant! A Up and at 'em, let's go!
Resonate with the earth!
Take this! No escape!
Resonate with the earth!
Narada!
Rending you apart!
Bloody crush!
Lightning condemned! Thunderbolt!
This one's mine!
Magic is in!
You're mine! No escape!
Radiant light!
You're mine! Strike!
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
In here!
Benediction.
Get along,
This one's all mine! Last lift off!
Here I go! Freeze!
Here I come!
Anything in armor is all mine! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
You're mine!
Raging storm! Tunnel!
I'm ready!
One more!
Excellent technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to get me any ideas. And you're just joking. Then tonight's meal is on you. Sit down.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Up and at 'em, let's go!
No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning condemned! Lunar
Easter!
Holy Lance!
You're mine!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. This one's mine.
Amazing! Not long to go now.
We couldn't have done it without you, Rinwell.
Thanks! Come on! Let's you and me get in there and finish this fight!
You're mine! Last lift off! Take it! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on us.
Raging storm!
Take it in a bind.
Up and at 'em! Let's go! Here's
You're
evil!
on! It's on!
Freeze blast! Thunder field!
I'm ready.
Outstanding form!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Freezing storm!
That's the worst off our backs.
Look! That weak point on its face is wide open!
That must be what the Zuba was protecting.
Dragon Swarm!
Flames will roar!
No
I'm ready!
escape! Not today!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come! Smash you!
I'll be
You're
saving
finished!
this one!
Come on.
Dragon Swarm!
There we go.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Easy enough. Is there another form for this boss? Or is that it?
I think it stopped moving.
Yeah. Hopefully things should be safe. For now.
So let's get out of the temple now.
I guess...
Yeah.
You don't say.
Finally, some open space again.
Hey, Alphen, what do you think?
Good.
Really now.
There we go. Spirit Temple complete. Golden suit of armor. Ooh. Body. I thought it was.
Sense a strange power from this.
Yeah, that place. Yeah, let's do that next. Let's do the limestone cavern next. Let's do that.
You finally made it.
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term. I'm assuming you know where it leads?
My gut says to a bridge.
Hoodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Alphen always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
Like the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge? Nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say, yet the intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
Hey, so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? Maybe best to reel it back.
Good point. I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall!
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Danans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens. I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now...
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
It wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Huh? Something smells nice.
It's probably...
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard! I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah, it can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger, the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality kind of...
What was that?
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renans are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
I like fish just fine. But what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived. That came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised. Make sure to get some good rest.
A warrior without breakfast is a flower without sunlight.
I guess so.
That's not a saying.
Alright, let's go in the cavern.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Steel! Here's evil! Now!
My turn!
These things really get on my nerves. Let's do it!
Mirage!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Radiant Storm!
Plasma Shock!
Radiant Launch! Here!
Here I come!
In the wind!
Luna Rondo!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
We're in good form.
Little help!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Plasma Shock! Take this!
Insects should stay on the ground.
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Pesky airborne
No time to hold
scoundrels.
back.
Sounds like a job for
blade
yours
moves
truly.
like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
I'm ready. That was improving.
No, I mean, you're...
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
You're on!
I can carve through armor!
Arrow squall!
Well then, let's keep moving. That equipment should come in handy.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Destruction!
That'll bring you down.
Catapult!
Tempest, you got company.
Plasma shock!
Photon blast.
Mirage! Dragon swarm!
Do it.
Plasma morph!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
An opponent like this should be easy. Come and face me.
Here.
Destruction! Not a chance.
Dance in the wind. Water. This'll come in. Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
This cavern is surprisingly big. Not to mention nice and cool, too.
The way the light from the glowing stones reflects in the water, it almost feels like a dream.
What, this damp and slimy place? Are we looking at the same thing?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin, very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Air thrust. Here's a healing roll. Dragon energy. First aid.
I owe you one.
Let me free you of your
My
power.
turn!
Holy lance. Spirit flame. Reload.
I can carve through... Hold nothing back! Here I come!
Will this help?
Destruction!
Raging Union Storm! Okay, here I go.
Healing flame of fury.
Dragon swarm!
Glacial
Crush! Dragon swarm!
We've turned the tables on him.
Third still astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
You picked the wrong fight!
We can't depend on one another.
You're right.
This'll come in handy. With this, I can become even stronger.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Hi, Hoodle.
Here I come!
I never miss.
I've been hit with something! Dragon
So
swarm!
even a masochist has his limits. Nothing feels so great.
Healing
It's so...
Thanks.
Got flyers.
I've got this. Let a
Your blade
marksman
moves
handle
like
it.
silk. I just let my...
All yours. Dragon Swarm.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Dragon Swarm.
Do it.
Shut him down. Dragon Swarm.
Not much longer to go.
Come on. One final push.
Let's do this together, Alfred.
Position, precision, timing.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
That's what I like to hear. Here. Gotta break through. Take this.
Here I go.
I'm not done. Dragon Swarm.
You got
Last shot. Burn in hell. Not a chance. Lunar Rondo. Struck.
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Renwell.
For me? That sounds like a job for you.
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
The heavens must be smiling.
I'll take you all on.
I'll heal you all.
Dragon Swarm.
Leave the charges to me.
Okay, here I go.
Be careful not to overdo
Really
it.
strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Let's see what you've
Here
got.
I come. Destruction. Dragon Swarm. Destruction. Damn it. Burn. Last shot. Not a chance.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Mirage.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Leon actually look flustered.
You're mine.
Destruction! Now!
On your knees. Kisara.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
This calls for a celebratory drink. Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Destruction. Ignite.
None shall escape my judgment!
Strike. You're mine. We turned the tables on him.
There are still more
You're
left!
mine. Right. No time to hold back. My turn.
This'll come in handy! Blood!
We are.
Undefeatable!
Unflappable!
Unfazable.
We're free.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come.
Radiant
Here I come. Strike. Crush.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Take this.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Our arts are being interrupted.
Not today.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
I can carve through. No complaints here.
Tornado! Sweet dreams!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Now!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade. Reflect.
Not a chance.
Thunder Field!
I'm not done.
Everyone hanging in there?
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
I unlock new weapons I can craft now. Interesting.
I always love the sound. Of hammers banging away.
Alphen, do you understand what's on the line here?
What?
The fish, Alphen. With all these Zoogles around, nobody can give them a good home. Namely, my stomach.
Shion, we can't rush this. If there's a big-time Zoogle waiting for us, we've got to be prepared.
You've got a point.
We can't let some dumb Zoogle beat us. Not with these fish at stake.
I'm pretty sure we're all in it to win it here.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
What?
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so frickin' much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food.
Hand it over.
Stay away! Ah!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why. Woo! Good night. Another day, another Gald.
That thing looks pretty menacing.
Ah, nothing we... So this...
He's the one who polluted the pond! Consider this payback for all those fish!
There you go! Don't let up!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
The flame inside you
Leave the
dares
enemy's
to be
arc to
let
me!
free.
No place here.
I'm not done!
It's raining blobs of slime! Gross!
I'll take out as many as I can.
Last man count!
Where are you going?
Go get it! My astral
Last man count!
Armor won't save you.
I'll heal you all!
This one's all mine! This isn't looking good.
Take this.
Wide open!
It won't escape me. Intrepid deity. Rotating cloud timer.
Dragon form!
Sonic spear.
No escape!
Eagle rage.
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone! Not scared! Here I come! Lunarongo! Stand up, son!
Rending you apart.
Dragon form! Law! Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade.
You're mine! No escape! Dragon tongue!
Getting stronger!
Not today! Switching up its movements! Watch out!
Being interrupted.
Where are you
going? They're not playing around.
I can carve through armor!
Dance in the wind! Feel! Reload! More for the stockpile!
Here I come!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is there! Holy light!
No further!
Let's get you all tucked away! Vanquish darkness!
Crescent flash! Here!
Green Bay.
Megasonic thrust! You're on! No escape! Plasma shock!
Thunder field!
That move!
Here comes the big one! You can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and see. Eat dirt!
Where are you going?
We've almost got it beat.
It's getting weaker!
Lunarongo!
Take
Lunar corruption!
You're mine!
Watch yourself.
Dragon swarm!
Sense incredible power.
Try this!
Here's a only glimmer!
I owe you one! Dragon swarm! Take this!
Far enough! Gemini Aqua!
This one's all mine!
Here's a healing arm!
Here I come!
Raging storm!
Destruction!
Light astral energy!
Ready and raring.
Dragon swarm! You're mine! Burn!
Where are you going? Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! No way!
Looks like the little guy had a trick up his sleeve.
There's always something bigger and
It
slimier.
is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
Plasma shock!
I'm not even stronger now.
I'm not done! Try harder!
Dance on the wind.
Rolling side is yours to be let free!
Lunar corruption! Blah, 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 air thrust!
Thrilling performance.
Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust!
Stardust!
Raging
You're mine! Plasma shock! Not now, not ever!
Where are you going?
Take it! I'm not done! Try harder! Take this!
I'll finish you!
This one's all mine!
Back into the front!
Crush! Stardust! Mirage! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
You picked the wrong fight! You're Here I come!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Take it! Take it! Destruction! Dragon Swarm! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Eternal Devastation! Crush! Crush!
Bring you down!
Destruction!
Now you see what I can do.
Big one's up to something.
I don't want to know what else it has in store.
Let's smash it to pieces before it can show us!
Quite.
Lunarongo!
They're not playing around!
Mirage! Take this! Mirage! You're mine! Try harder! My turn! Here I come!
Ready and ready.
Here I come!
I didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
It's on! You're finished! Mirage!
Thunder King!
done for. Burn!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Finally, that was a long battle.
All right.
Sure.
All right!
Uh-huh.
Huh? What?
Oh, wow!
You dummy!
Good grief.
Ugh,
I feel so gross and sticky after that fight.
tell me about it. We better hurry and get a bath and laundry going ASAP. A fish! You saw it too. Great! Yes!
Ugh.
Where should I cast my line? Ha! Reel it in.
Ugh.
You've gotta know when to quit.
Hanging ice after the fishing game this.
Okay.
Okay.
Good one. Good, good.
All right!
Good grief.
We have truly borne witness to a striking example of female determination this day.
Yeah, you said it.
You finally...
I'm not sick of this thing. Keep going. Here, let's do this then.
Right.
I'm excited.
Sax Leo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this!
Right to business. Everyone's waiting for you to speak.
Oh,
No reason to make sure I don't disappoint.
Just great.
cheers!
Cheers! What? Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Never. Why?
Wait. Something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be...
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Ugh, I've got it!
Alphen?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
Ooh, it's a new gun. Okitachi Metaga gun. Okay, that's funny. New weapons, that's good, that's good.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
Well, we'll continue this next time on Tales of Arise. Hopefully continue some more side quests.